Hi friends, this is Dheeraj Gupta, founder and managing director Jumboking, the burger born in India. I've written this book called the 10x Your Business, and using the advantages of that the franchisor kind of offers to you and making the most of it when you take up a franchise. So I often meet people who have basically two questions in their mind. One is why they all want to get into the restaurant business, and the options are either I start on my own and do the whole thing. Second question is, if I want to take a franchise, then which is the brand I should choose to work with. When people ask, so that, should I do this on my own or I take up a franchise? And I tell them, see, the advantages are manifold. I have got them listed in this book for you. Today, specifically, I want to talk about the advantage of supply chain that the franchise or provides to you. So while it is the advantages are manifold, primarily, what happens is that when you tie up with a franchise company, you get all your material which is going to be required to make the products at your store for service to customers at your doorstep. The franchisor gets them delivered to your doorstep, and you see, which makes it very very convenient to operate your restaurant. And I've seen a lot of people, they are end up saving a lot of money in terms of the space which they require to run their restaurant. So because the entire central kitchen is outsourced, at the factory, so I don't, at my restaurant, if I were to do it on my own, I would have to set up a separate space with the kitchen and all the equipments, additional space to make all the products which, like the potato patty would have to get made, then your sauces would have to get made, which would require additional space. Unlike in the case of when you're tied up with a franchisor, where he supplies all of these materials to you ready made. Then another huge saving that you end up making is the saving of your chef. You don't need a chef, right? Otherwise, if you're setting up your own restaurant, you'll require a guy who knows all the recipes, who is able to standardize them and make them the same day in and day out. And that such a resource would come at a significant cost. While when you take up a franchise, because they are already, they have a factory and lots of material being made in bulk, they have a very good team over there which is controlling all of these things, and you get the advantage that you get all of these materials without having to incur the cost of having a chef or the kitchen preparation crew on your rolls, which is a significant saving. Then we live in times where inflation is always going to be there. Prices keep fluctuating, they keep going up and down, and it becomes very very difficult to predict what potato prices, onion prices, oil prices, etc. are going to be. So as an individual restaurateur, you end up going through all of these fluctuations because it's very difficult for you to time these prices with your vendors. However, when you take up a franchisee, because they are buying in bulk, like we in Jumboking, we process close to 100 tons of material, every month, which we buy from our suppliers. So they are able to negotiate the prices in bulk, negotiate for 6-month contracts, 1-year contracts, and we are able to keep the prices stabilized. So our franchisees, they don't have to worry about there being macroeconomic factors changing, like there's a war which started somewhere in the world, or there's a COVID kind of a situation which may have disrupted supply chain. So you're kind of insulated from these kind of things which may happen in the market. So, this, and there are many, many more advantages which are there. And, I had done a back of the envelope calculation that, largely because of the bulk purchase, the bulk processing, and, the savings made in terms of the manpower and the space in the restaurant, because you can now operate a store out of between 200 to 300 square feet instead of requiring 500 square feet. You end up saving close to between 15 to 20% on your food cost alone. Now, I think that is a huge, huge advantage which you can have working for you. And also you can focus on the front end of your business, which is the customer, providing them a great service. I have seen a lot of restaurateurs who burn out just because they have to keep toggling between the back end of the business, which is the production side, and the front end of the business, which is the customer side. So I tell people in today's time, especially when there are great franchisors available, it makes more sense to try and take up of other a franchisee, and you should do your homework well, research which franchise you go for a reputed brand, go for a proven brand, and the chances of your success are going to be very very high. Hope this kind of added value to you, and it will help you make the right decision. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.